You are dead smack in the middle of your own evolution, and it can feel scary. It can feel unrelatable. I'm sure it does. I know because I'm right there. If your old identity feels tight right now, it's possibly that you've outgrown it. And that is not a bad thing. All right. I want to let you know that it's not because you're lost. You're at a new stage. You've never been here before. So, welcome to the next level. You've earned it. Now, let's see how we can make the best of it. But let's be honest first. You've added new dynamics. The reason you're here is because you've added new dynamics, more responsibility, more visibility, and more layers. You cooking up something and it's different. It's a recipe you've never cooked up before. And you're like, wait, did I add enough? Did I subtract enough? Am I in the right direction? You're exactly where you're supposed to be. What you used to do, what you used to create, it feels a little off, right? For example, there are a lot of people that start off as beauty creators. Now they are like, wait, I want to add some depth to what I'm putting out there. Maybe I'm more of a creative director. Maybe I actually am a really good host, a panelist, whatever the case is. That doesn't mean how they started was wrong. It's just now you're feeling a little incomplete. And that's completely normal. When you add to your life, when you add and you move in a new direction or go higher up in the direction of your dream life, you're going to feel out of place. You're going to feel incomplete. You're almost going to feel lost, but you're not. I realized that I am not confused. I'm recalibrating. I'm in a season where I'm sharing now publicly, but when I first started adding habit stacking last year, really December 2024, and then continuing to where I am now, I was doing that on my own behind the scenes. I wasn't putting out videos, I wasn't sharing. I was getting it done too. But now I'm doing all of that. And I'm adding new things. It's such a weird thing. At first I was like, I don't feel lost. And I was trying to figure out like, where am I on this? Like, where am I in my journey? And I was like, I'm adding new. I'm recalibrating. When you raise your standards, expand your responsibilities, or step into a new level, your old identity won't stretch with you. What you were doing before, what was working before, it's not going to be able to stretch with you. It's not going to be able to go with you. Oh my God, what's that movie? Oh, I can't think of it. Not Over the Moon. Oh my gosh. Anxiety. Each of the characters were, I can't think of the movie, but each of the characters was a different emotion. And then in order for her to get back to where they need to go, she had to leave behind one of the emotions. Oh my God. I'm going to hopefully put a screenshot in. But yeah, you got to leave behind. Some things can't go with you. You have to leave it behind. If you know what movie I'm talking about, please. So when you start feeling like this, like you're not lost and you're kind of unsure, I want you to not panic. Because that's exactly what I did. I was like, hold up now. Stop. Don't panic. But if you do, or if this sounds familiar, you've probably panicked. And this is what you said to yourself or out loud. I know because I have. Who am I now? What is my niche? Should I pivot? Is this good? Am I doing too much saying the same thing over and over? What's my brand? But I want you to kind of sit with the discomfort because it's telling, for one, that you're likely in a stage of growth. You're likely in a stage of growth. And with anything that's new, it's going to feel uncomfortable, kind of confusing. Don't quit. Stay. So for me, I'm not trying to fix my habits anymore. I'm refining who I'm becoming. So I'm sticking to my habit architecture system with the new things that I've added. But when I was in the midst of it, I was like, should I change up? Should I pivot? But no, I have to refine who I'm becoming so that this challenge that I'm doing now in my new level sustains. I want to be building myself as a woman, not a robot. So every season isn't growth. Sometimes you have to recalibrate. And that's exactly where I am now. And if that sounds familiar, if you've ever been in a position where and also if you've ever been in this position and you felt lonely and by yourself, You've likely outgrown the people and their environments. You've likely outgrown your old ways. They can't come with you anymore. You have to address them like we've been doing the last couple of days. We address procrastination, self-sabotage, the mismanagement of time, our fear of being visible and wanting to quit. That's what we've been talking about. I'm inviting any high potential, high impact woman who has the capacity for more, who's currently working on getting more out of her life. I want you to know that number one, what you're doing, don't quit. All right? Don't quit. Also, don't think you need to pivot. You don't need to change. You don't need to add more. Keep what you're doing the same. So don't add any new habits. You need to work on your identity. So that's what we've been doing. That's what I've been doing. Who am I at this current stage? And anything that didn't come with me now, what do I need to what skill do I need to learn or acknowledge and bring forth so that I can make sure I sustain, maintain, and grow in this current new stage. See, if you're high potential and tired of playing small, it's not because you're behind. You're not behind, you're evolving. You are dead smack in the middle of your own evolution, and it can feel scary. It can feel unrelatable. I'm sure it does. I know because I'm right there. And if you are headed into this direction where you are improving the quality of your life, you are building a new person, you're going to get to a point to where you're going to be uncomfortable. I want you to stay, and I want you to get 10 toe. I want your feet to get flat, leveled to the ground. I want you to get into strong positioning. I do not want you to ever quit on yourself again. I've been to this position before. And you know what I did? I made a U-turn. I turned my behind right around so fast. I was scared. I was scared. Scared. Not scarred, scared. Because I thought I needed to change, add more, but what it did was take me back to the start. And see, when you're walking, you're illuminating the path as you take a step. But once you stop and you turn back, you're only going to know that. You're only going to know up to that point. You're stopping yourself and you're slowing yourself down. Now, sometimes, and let's not forget, life is going to life. And you still have to commit. You still have to keep going. But what does that mean in reality? What does that mean? I was scared. Some things I was scared of. I'll give you a great example. In 2011, I started my first business. 2012, sorry, when I graduated college, I started my first business. It was a nonprofit. And I was so excited to show off. I got my LLC, and then I was just going through the steps, and I was surrounded by nothing but entrepreneurs. And so it was, but I was the youngest one, so it was nothing to. It was. I was proud. Everyone was proud of me. I was so proud of myself. I'm like, I did the thing. Y'all know what I did? So it was a nonprofit, and one of my main focuses was homelessness. I was living in downtown Atlanta. It was just something that I wanted to focus on. And I did all of the footwork. I got a partnership with a nonprofit. So at the time, I wasn't an official 501c3, which allows you to get like donations and stuff like that. So I aligned myself and got a partner, a 501c3 partner that had the same or similar mission as me. I started working on the event. I went to the homeless shelter. I got really into it. Like I didn't know they needed mailboxes to get their benefits. When I say I got into it, I was not playing. I got right to the event. I got the food trucks. Everyone was ready to help me. I got right to the finish line. Guess what I did? I didn't believe in myself. I didn't believe that I could pull it off. So I came up with every excuse and shut the event down. You know what that means? That means probably 100. I think we were planning on 150 people, hungry people. I don't like to say homeless, houseless and hungry, and or hungry. Went without a meal because of my scaredy cat ass. Went without a meal because I was a scaredy cat. I didn't know who to be. I didn't know how to take that leadership role on the next level. This is some grown. This is not a group projects at a school no more. This is real life. You know, I didn't know how to be more in that moment. The person, the leader. I was called to do all of the background work, but I didn't know how to operate as the leader in real life. So literally people, I don't want to say starved, but missed the meal because of me. So think about that and what you're doing. If you choose to not step into your new level, someone could literally go and miss a meal because of you. That's how responsible I feel. I am so committed to what it is I'm doing, and I know you are too. That's why you're here. You're looking for the answers. Your old identity doesn't fit anymore. You've slimmed down, you've fattened up in other areas. I don't know. Whatever the case is, those clothes don't fit. Remove them. Get some better ones. They hold memories. You need to upgrade your wardrobe. Internal wardrobe. Where you're going, you are the new you or the upgraded version of you is absolutely grateful for and thankful for all you've done before. Because of previous versions of you, you're here. But two things can be true. You can be grateful for and then also move forward. And you can also move forward. Stop clinging to that old version of you. Stop clinging to those old environments you had. Stop clinging to the old clothes that don't fit. I'm talking about actual clothes and the internal clothes. You going up, and it's going to require you to be up. That's what living rich on purpose is all about. That's what living rich on purpose is all about. Living rich on purpose, mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. That's what we do over here. We are transforming our life and mastering our mind so we can get more fulfillment out of life right here, right now. If this resonates, please be sure to subscribe. My name is the Spivey J. I hope you have a beautiful day. Peace.